Hello to you. Let's take a quick look at rock bend tuning. So, rock bend tuning is a 5-hole repeating pattern. It's a repeating pentatonic scale across the draw reeds. We'll call it G minor pentatonic scale. So, it's nothing but trills and glissando. All the notes are lined up there. Real easy to do, sounds super smooth. So with that in place, the next thing we would want is some bends. Well, which ones do we want? We have 5 options. We can bend from the 1 to the flat 3, flat 3 to the 4, 4 to the 5, or 5 to the flat 7 to the 1. Well, really, we want them all. We want them all. One of the reasons Jimmy Page sounds so cool is because he can bend to and from every note of the pentatonic scale. So that's what we got here. And you can also travel between the bends. All these bends are down at their stopping point there, 3 whole step bends per octave and 2 1.5 step bends, pulled all the way to their bottom. And when they're at their bottom there, then you can just pretty much hold the embouchure the way you have it and just move the harmonica back and forth. Very nice. And then when we do our change, the harmony goes to the 4 chord. We'll play our C blues scale. And on that one, you can bend to and from 4 of the notes of the pentatonic scale. We need to do we need to grab our flat 3 via a whole step bend on a 1.5 step bend whole, which is challenging. And if we're using our 4 draw to hit the tonic there, we need to skip a hole too to grab it. So that's challenging, but it's softened as we can bend to and from that flat 3, so we can and find it, or if we're coming the other way and going out of it, it's a lot more forgiving when we bend away from a note if the intonation isn't exactly perfect. And we can also move out of it and go down, employing our whole step bend on the 5 draw, which is also our tonic there. And then we go to the 5, start playing our D blues scale. Same scenario, you can bend to and from 4 of the notes of the pentatonic scale. our 5 is on the 9 blow or the 8 draw with a half step bend on a 1.5 step bend hole. Again, difficult to just jump right on there and grab that 5 perfectly on pitch. But we have the 5 on our blow, and we could set that pitch in our heads if our, to help our ears out. Then we can go to it, or we can come from the blow, 5 on the blow, and then grab our flat 5 on the 8 whole step bend and 1.5 step bend hole, bend it down to the, there's various options we can employ there. And you can take your flat 5, or you can take the 5, bend it down to the flat 5, then bend it down to the 4, or you can bend the 5 down to the flat 5 and move over to the 4. You can do that on the G, C, and D. It's very handy. So, in review, and that's what we're looking at there. On our 4 and 5, we can bend to and from 4 of the 5 notes of the pentatonic scale. We have 4-hole glissando per octave. And on the 1, complete glissando, 10-hole glissando run all the way across the draws, and can bend to and from every note. Thank you.